Greetings. Looking to buy?
Oh, we've had the pleasure before,
So
it
long.
seems. So let's check out that burning... What is it? Lighthouse? Or just hut? Also, why are you crying? I suppose that's your hut over there. But we can't talk to him. Not missing any quests or anything, are we? No. We're gonna go to Fayrlund next, though. This small village has gained great renown as home to the best hunters in Skellige. What? These guys are just here sleeping, minding their business, while the hut next to them is burning? That can't be a good idea. And I can't talk to them either. Well. Oh! I think that's actually burning on purpose. That's like a pyre or something, or a signal fire, right? And they're probably the people responsible for it. For soaring fire like that, still seems dangerous to keep it unsupervised, though. And what's that for? Is that like a mini lighthouse? To alert ships to the location of Ramveg? Dunno. And as before, while we're exploring this beautiful countryside during quests, I want to focus on the serenity and exploring and experiencing the countryside. So I'm mostly gonna be shutting up. Talk to you later.
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm
We
swinging
serve
it,
her
eh?
who is burden, mother and crone.
Witcher, eh? Wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
May your axe never crumble.
I'm a simple chap. Seek no trouble.
Eh? A witcher.
You're looking ill. Best nurse some mead at the tavern.
Witcher?
Greetings, wife.
What do you want from me?
Brand those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe.
Every man on the continent's so bloodless. Swords on his back. What did I think of next? Can you swing an axe?
Got a trail to follow. Wonder where it leads. Thin and deep cuts, not unlike a razor. bones. That takes strength. No point in trying to parry its blows. Sharpened its claws, or just marked off its territory. Russian. Male. Very old. Damn it. Probably marked one of the villagers.
Geralt's first clue, a brutally murdered and mangled body. The villagers all agreed the woodland spirit had killed the man, but their explanation of this creature's motives could not have been more different. The elders among them claimed the spirit, who'd cared for the village for generations, was now punishing them for having broken the pact they had once made. As for the youth present, they claimed the woodland spirit was nothing but a cruel brute that killed for its own pleasure, and that rather than worship it, they should get rid of it once and for all. Geralt promised to help with their problem, though he did not yet know which side was right. The Witcher exercised his better judgment and decided his first move must be to find out what this woodland spirit really was, and why it had begun to kill. Oh, Moorwood, we just killed that one. Also, Moorwood is a Nilfgaardian word, right? Because it appears in the phrase enemy who dances, like white flame who dances on the graves of its enemies or something. The byname for Emperor Emhyr. That ends with like Mordorwood, so I suppose Mordorwood is like enemy or something. Ate only the entrails, fussy. They say every journey made in the Skellige Isles ends in adventure, and sometimes that adventure ends in death. Such was the case for the group of adventure-seeking Skelligers, who set out in search of treasure in forgotten ruins, which turned out to lie in the hunting grounds of a powerful fiend known as Morwood. The Witcher knew there was little room for error in a fight with such a creature. A moment of carelessness and the beast could hypnotize him with his third eye, then tear him to shreds while he remained in a trance. Morwood was a particularly large individual, so one could presume fast attacks would not prove very effective against it, and that its blows would kill anyone not protected with heavy armor or the Quen sign. Though Morwood killed the Skellige warriors without much trouble, it proved no match for the Witcher. It even tried to save its life by fleeing at one point, but that only delayed its inevitable death by the Witcher's silver blade. Woodland Spirit. Some monsters are so powerful, local populaces begin worshipping them as gods. Such was the case with the Leshen dwelling in the woods near the Skellige village of Fayrlund. The elders were absolutely convinced the monster watched over them by defending them from their enemies and training their hunters. The Witcher had his doubts, however. Leshens are mean, self-serving creatures. The Ancient One living in the woods near Fayrlund surely was no exception. Geralt knew freeing the villagers from their supposed protector's grasp would be no easy task. If he decided to even try, the Leshen known as the Woodland Spirit was so powerful as to have mastered the art of marking. This meant the monster had inserted his essence into one of the residents of Fayrlund. As long as this unfortunate soul remained alive and near the settlement, the Leshen would always be reborn near its lair. Yet even with the marked one eliminated, killing the Leshen would be no easy task. The monster commanded all the obedience of the denizens of the woods. It could thus call on wolves, ravens, or even trees, even the trees themselves for help. Luckily, it had a weakness as well. It was vulnerable to fire, that born of the Igni sign in particular. So I think we were coming from this direction generally. Also, I freaking love this forest. I think this is one of the most dense and atmospheric forests in the game.
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
Didn't have many friends, did he?
Folk aren't willing to look at this kind of death today. But in the past, I remember, I was just a lad. Lugos Hairlip led a raid on our village. Found nothing but silence and fog. I could barely make out my pa and my uncles lying in wait behind the trees. I remember how they hunted down one warrior after another, and once they surrounded Hairlip himself, well, I believe he'd rather have faced the woodland spirit.
Your spirit is a very old Leshen. He's dangerous, but I should be able to deal with him.
Rid us of him, yet he's what made us invincible. Turned us into great warriors.
Maybe I wasn't clear. The woodland spirit is a monster. Cut with the sword, he'll bleed and die. Like you, like me.
He's much more. Thanks to him, the woods teem with game, and our women bear strong babes. The power of the woodland spirit makes us the best hunters in the Isles. True, not every lad who sets out to be a hunter survives the sacred ritual. But aren't witchers made at similar cost?
Back by the tree, you said you know another way to stop the Leshen.
We must return to the old path, restore the old ways, roam the woods with knife and spear, fight on even terms and prove our valor. That would please him. Our ancestors placed the Covenant Stone in the woods, laid sacrifices of prized game on it, and thus made a pact, do as they did. Go south along the brook, submit to the trial by burning a sacrifice of wolves' hearts on the sacred spot.
Haven't decided what to do yet.
Try to kill the woodland spirit, and you'll bring his wrath upon us all.
Gotta give this some thought. So long.
What are ye looking at?
Swaddle all living creatures in the protective
You all dressed up for me, Hildy.
Maybe for you. Maybe for another. Come over later. I might be home.
Went to look at the tracks in the woods. Spirit sure knows how to make an impression on intruders.
Told you, he likes killing.
Almost certain we're dealing with an old Leshen.
An ordinary beast then, just as I said.
Not so ordinary. Monster like that's a serious threat to the village. And to me, if you decide to hire me.
Oh, don't you fret. We'll have the gold.
Just one small problem. The Leshens marked one of you. As long as that individual lives near its domain, the beast can't be killed. Not completely. Sooner or later, it'll be reborn.
Must be one of the elders. Harold, I'm sure of it. You heard him.
Words aren't enough. Gotta find the mark my way.
Folk won't believe you. They'd never listen to an outsider accusing one of their own. But you find the marked one, and I'll handle the rest.
Gotta use my senses. Find the one marked by the woodland spirit.
May your rocks never crumble.
I shall be wherever I and grant our foes no
Will
rest.
Sven visit today? Of course he will.
The Leshens chosen the girl.
Pull that one in, Hilda.
Damn it.
Don't let him get away.
Hey there. I could have married a continental man.
Swatting all living creatures in the Foreigner, what's your step?
Friends we show hard.
So, find out who's mates with the beast?
It's not intentional. The marked individual has no idea.
You don't know the elders like I do. Every last one of them codgers would surrender his mother to please the monster. And no point in mincing words. Said yourself, the monster's helper must die first.
If you want me to kill the Leshen, you gotta get rid of the marked one.
Do you hear the Witcher, people? If we want to live, we gotta slaughter the elders. No mercy.
The Leshens marked Hilda.
Hildy?
Kill the witch.
Hilda? But she's one of us. No mercy, Sven. We all heard you. Take her.
Thought you liked the girl.
I did what I had to do. Your turn.
Jeepers. You're a wraith from
How are you?
Warsaw.
It's truth to that lad. You'll be ice jam.
What would you do?
Stand on the sleeve.
Flying word a mile away.
Wherever by you. Trying to help. Get the help in the brief.
Swatting all living creatures. Wherever I find it, I'll grant our foes no rest.
From barrel hoops to blades, I've got it all. But I'm guessing you're more interested in blades.
I'd like you to craft something for me.
If besides a liking you've got some gold too, then we're in business.
Have we played this guy in Gwent before? Because we haven't been to this village yet, right? It's grayed out, but let's
play
be sure.
cards. Gwent wouldn't be bad.
Like everyone's like crying over Hilda dying. We're just, let's play around the cards. Also, what we could do now is that Hilda's dead. We could do it the eldest way. What's he playing? Is that monsters? That's monsters, right? So I think I want to keep a Biting Frost. I do need... not a single spy, that's kind of crappy. Fuck. I'm gonna pass now. Oh god. It's like the worst case scenario. We do get a decoy, which is good. Can't heal his spy though. I mean... do I keep going? I'm afraid he has like one of these muster cards that'll just summon like 20 points worth of strength. The front row. Oh, there we go. It's not as bad. Good thing you played that this round though. So I hope we'll have enough for next turn. You have a good amount. Also strength 4 isn't too great. Oh, that's what I feared, yeah. That's gonna be like 20 now, huh? Fuck. I don't know if we can win this at this point. Especially since he has 3 cards left. It's another 24. Yeah, well, we just lost. Fuck. Yeah, I can get another 12 here. That's not enough. Freaking monster decks. I used my frost too early. Let's do this again.
Barrel hook, but I'm...
Let's
Only bat 5 now. Yeah, no spies definitely hurt us last time. Also, this is a pretty crappy hand. No spies again. Most likely gonna lose this. I can't see us winning this. No, we don't even have a frost, oh god. Yeah. We do have 2 heals, which is good. Phew! Barely dodged that. He's passed. Interesting. So what I'll do most likely is just resummon both blue stripes, right? Oh, here we go. Or maybe not, let's see. See how much more we can get him to commit to this round. Alright, that's good. Now if he could play his... Oh, he literally has just 1 card left. Alright. Still has the 1 card. As long as it's not a spy, I should be fine. Alright. In for the win. Hardened leather, what? Do we not get any card? I guess we had one against him before.
Swallow all living creatures in your I shall rain evil wherever I find it. Here for you. Grant our foes no rest.
Leshen's territory begins here. Need to destroy all the totems before I find the beast.
Wow. Did they just accidentally kill this woman in the process of hunting while she was mourning Hilde? Oh, that's pretty rough. Also, I'm not sure if I don't maybe want to do the other solution to this quest.
Hey! Look at this. Told you the Witcher had solved this.
What happened?
You rid us of the beast. We rid ourselves of its accomplices. Don't worry. Our agreement stands. I earned your coin, you did.
Nothing's changed. Leshin's gone, true, but a murderer still haunts the village.
Your work is done, Witcher. You've done your part, and I've done mine.
Think the village will go along with this?
Folk will calm down. Realize the guilty needed to be punished. Do you hear? Fear will not rule my village. There will be no more killings. Go to your homes. And you, Witcher, on your way. No more monsters left around here.
Right, so this was a power struggle between generations as much as anything else. Also, did we just get 60 crowns? That's pretty pathetic. That is very pathetic. Also, I needed to do the quest this way to get the achievement, but I think I actually want to do it the other way. Which is kind of shitty now that they've killed Hilde, but you know.
Had returned to the Isles. She'd rejoined her friend, the masked mage. They had boarded a boat and sailed off in an unknown direction. The boat had returned, one passenger on board.
Don't know if I can even still do it after destroying all its totems, killing the person it had marked. We'll try. So the beauty of this forest. It's just unreal. Really? interestingly, this time around the villagers are not around here mourning Hilda. And her body's not here. I'd be curious to know if she got resurrected, because the game doesn't account for this possibility that you actually do kill Hilda first and then still do the other thing.
The Leshen accepted my offering.
I saw the smoke rise and crows dance in the sky. Everything will return to the old ways.
You'll see in a few days. I've done my part.
Expecting coin, eh? Don't fret. I've got your gold. Take it. You've earned every last bit.
You do know young boys will continue to die at the Covenant Stone trying to become hunters. The killing will never end.
I've not paid you to lecture me. You've done your job. It's time you left.
Well, well, Harold. Paying the witcher behind our backs to sod off and let the monster live!
We finished off the other elders. Just one left.
Death's but another stage in the cycle. I embrace it.
Begone, Witcher, and you can keep your coin.
So we could really do the worst of all worlds here, right? Let the monster live, though Hilda's dead, and then let them kill all the elders. Which would solve the power struggle in favor of the younger generation and Swen's accomplices, but leave the monster alive and Hilda dead. Or I could defend the elder here, which would keep the status quo, except for the other elders that were killed. But it would also mean the deaths of a few more people, because it's not only Sven, but also his buddies here. Gosh, this is such a tricky quest, I love it. Let's be the ultimate asshole here.
You deserve each other.
You one to judge?
Know your place, Witcher. You've dealt with the beast. Time you were on your way.
Nothing will change, no matter what you do here.
We'll find out for ourselves. You see, it's our fate on the line here. You're just passing through.
I mean, also I haven't gone super in that direction so far, but I also kind of like the idea of making this playthrough like my gritty, tough, dark playthrough in a way, right? I mean, I'm still not decided whether I want to go for just this playthrough as well, or just do a forever alone playthrough with Geralt. Also, I haven't decided what's going to happen with Ciri in the end. I do like the Empress ending quite a bit though, because that's kind of bittersweet, so maybe I'll keep that. But this, I mean, this is pretty close to The Witcher staying out of everything, right? Trying to keep and preserve the old ways of the village, and then not involving myself in any of the tensions that arise from that. I mean, who am I to judge these people's conflicts and take sides? I mean, as for the conflict for Skellige's crown, what would that mean? That would probably mean that I'd support neither Hjalmar nor Ceres. Oh man, I like Ceres so much though. Which I'm not sure what happens then. I think Berna's son actually becomes king, right? And she's kinda Queen Regent in the background because she's really controlling him. Right, so let's see what Dandelion says about this. So that's contract was level 75, yeah. Right, so that one's failed, but that's fine. Geralt made 2 discoveries during his investigation. First of all, the woodland spirit turned out to be a Leshen, a rare monster, though one known to witches. Secondly, to his great surprise, Geralt found that this beast truly did help the village of Fayrlund, training the villagers in dark rituals how to become unequaled hunters and warriors. Those who didn't survive his rituals never returned from the woods. Their lives were the price the monster demanded. The monster had become intertwined with the village, so integral to their way of life that Geralt decided it was safer to renew the old pacts made with the beast than to kill it. The village youth, however, could not be reconciled to return to the old order. Though lacking the courage to kill the hated woodland spirit themselves, they mustered enough bravery to rise up against the elders who worshipped it. Geralt left the village before the bloodshed started. After all, the role of a witcher is to protect men from monsters, not from themselves. Also, we just got a 5th ability point, so we could get a new mutation here. I mean, we want them all eventually, right, to unlock the last skill thing. That requires 7 though. Another red, greater red. Each adrenaline point decreases damage received by 15% to a maximum of 45. You can become like a beastly tank with this, I guess. So I'm just missing these 4, right? Adrenaline rush. At the start of combat, sword attack power and sign intensity increase for 30 seconds by 30% for each foe after the first. So in fighting 11 foes, the bonus is 300%. Once it wears off, sword attack power and sign intensity drop by 10% for each participating foe after the first. Modifier cannot exceed 70%. Duration 30 seconds. That's quite a bit. But I mean, it's... Even if we're fighting, like, 11 foes, it's 300%. And with the toxicity... I mean, it's 220. So that's basically fighting 8 foes. It's very rare that you'd ever fight 8 foes. And even get the same amount here, and that's only for the first 30 seconds. So Euphoria probably is quite a bit better still. Anyway, we need another greater red mutagen. And I don't think I have those in the storage. So can I make red mutagens? I can make 1 for a greater red. I'm missing... So either rubido, and I could convert a blue, or a green, or 2 more red. I mean, let's make all these. First of all, green. Where's blue? Oh, we have a lot of those. So I guess I could convert a blue, but for that I need a rubido. And for a rubido I need a white gull. And for a white gull I have everything. Nice. So I guess I could either do... I mean, let's do this one. What's this mean? Ability slots unlocked 3. Improve by researching mutations. Each stage unlocks an additional ability slot. Number of research mutations necessary for next stage, 12. So that's all of them, right? That's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So I need like 3 more. Which is 5 and 7 and 7 is 14, 19 ability points. So that'll be... I mean, I also have places of power. Otherwise, that'll be at level 92. Also, I've taken out all my fast attack stuff, which I think is fine. I'm specializing on strong attacks. Not doing rend enough, though. I don't know if Sunder is just passive. But rend definitely I have to activate. Which I think... Right, if I just hit like this, then it's not gonna happen. I think I need to... Exactly. Oh wow! Did I just destroy the fence? I need to actually hold the mouse button and shift down for a while. Then this and this is just passive. Could do deadly precision at some point, but nah, I don't think so. I think we want the hunter instinct. Critical damage is increased by 100%. And then killing spree, of course. Each opponent killed increases critical hit chance by 50%. So, like for the third opponent, it's like 100% then, right? With plus 100. As long as adrenaline points are at their maximum, right? But they should be pretty soon. Don't I have something adrenaline points as well? This one, right? Instantly gain 1 adrenaline point when entering combat. The adrenaline points generated by sword blows are increased by 25%. Razor focus, right? Also, what do we have here? The gourmet, of course. Yeah, and as long as I'm not using gourmet, I'd probably rather use the bear school techniques, actually. I mean, I would like the extra 15% attack power from the extra red item here. So we have... I mean, we do have 4 heavy armor pieces, so this increases attack power by 20% for strong strike at least. It also gives us 20% plus vitality. Man, I don't know. I mean, strictly speaking, this is probably better, right? Because it increases fast attack damage by 25. This only increases strong attack by 20. And also gives us another 15% attack power. Doesn't give us the bonus to vitality, though. I mean, first of all, I think we need to heal up a bit. Let's eat some cheese. And let's also find out what we want to do next, actually. Well, I think we want to do the horse race. Fayrlund. Also, is that the blacksmith we talked to earlier? I'm pretty sure it is, right? Yeah.
What would you do if it did?
From barrel hoops, but I'm getting.
That's 10. And there's nothing we want to buy from him.
So long.
Farewell.
This one is just to the right. That should be it, right?
It's fun, I'll let you join the pursuits. But have you truly the courage to run?
Let's do this.
Listen up, good folk. Riding for the glory of Modron Freya today are Geralt of Rivia, Arv Oarsman, and Red Ricka.
Come on.
Okay, I'll try to find my way here. Always tough without a mini-map. You actually have to look at the map and ride through these
Won't let you
gate,
win, big.
You
gate
ride like a woman.
posts. That's supposed to be compliment? Coming from a woman, or...?
Won't let you win, big.
Oh,
You ride like a woman.
like a woman? Did I win?
And the winner is Witcher Geralt of
I
Rivia!
was close though.
Such a feat deserves a reward. Here, may it remind you of your glory.
Right.
I spotted one of the kids being rifles.
And that's that.
Got anything serious?